Hi everybody, welcome to Humblehus. I'm going to show you another really pretty stitch today. And you can use this stitch on any project that you like. I will be using this yarn for my actual project, but I will be showing you how to do it with this one, with this wider one, so you can clearly see the stitches. Actually, I'm not sure I even know what yarn this is, but if I find it, I'll link it. I can also link this one if I find it. I am going to be using a 6mm hook or size J. You can use whatever you like, and I am going to be making a headband. So let me show you how to get started. Let's start with a slip knot. Now for your foundation row, it is important to note that you need to chain in multiples of 8. So however long, wide, however long or wide you want it, you have to consider that. Or if you're using it for a bonnet, this is a stitch in multiples of 8. So start with your chains. I will only be chaining 16. I'm also going to be working up because that way it's easier to measure it with my little one. You know, I can just put it around her head, and when it fits, then I can just join the two ends. As opposed to if I do it long-wise, I'm pretty much set in the head circumference. And then I can't really change it once I start. So if you have your multiples of 8 in your foundation chain, foundation row, you need to add 5 more chains to that. So whatever number you have, so like 8, 16, 24, 32, to that number, you add 5 more chains. I now have a total of 21 chains. Now from my hook, I need to count back 6 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on the 7th chain, I am going to work a single crochet into that. Go in there. Now you skip 3 chains, 1, 2, and 3, but you have to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I said, 1, 2, 3, and on that 4th one, you insert your hook and do a single crochet. Repeat, skip 1, 2, and 3, chain 4, and then on that 4th one, do a single crochet. Once you have only 2 chains left, you will chain 2, in that second one you will do a half double crochet into it. So if you have these 2 chains left, then you know you counted correctly. So yarn over and insert and pull through all 3. There, so this was your foundation row, I would call it, because now we are going to start with row number 1 after we chain 3 and turn our work. So this is where we start row number 1. Into this first space, you need to work 4 double crochets into it. Okay, so this chain of 3 counts as one of the double crochets, and now we do 4 more into this space. Then we move on to the next space. All we do in there is work a single crochet into it. Let's move on to the next space. We are going to work 9 double crochets into this space. Okay, 9 double crochets it is. Into this next space, I'm going to do 1 single crochet. And in my last space, if you're going to continue, if you have a wider project, then you repeat these 9 double crochet stitches. But if you're at the end, then you are only going to do 5 double crochets into that last space. Let's chain 4 and turn our work. Now I will continue row number 2 into this next stitch or double crochet from the previous row. Let's work a double crochet into that. Chain 1. Continue with another double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1 and 1 more double crochet into that next stitch. It should look like that. We need to skip this last double crochet right here, and then that single crochet that we did into this space, and that first double crochet of the 9 that we did in the previous row. So we're skipping all of that, and then we'll work our first double crochet above this second one. Chain 1, continue double crochet into the next one, chain 1, okay, now let me count. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double crochets. and we will skip again this last double crochet, this single crochet into that space that we did, and this first double crochet from the next round of double crochets, I guess. Okay, so just make sure you skip all of that and you start over here. So whether you're continuing with a wider project, you're just repeating this, okay? But if you're at the end, then you should have 4 of these double crochets with a chain in between. And then your last one, you can do it on top of this chain of 3 that we did. So you can go into that top chain. I recently have just been liking it better going into this space right here. And there's your 4 double crochets for that end part. Now chain 3, turn your work, and this is now row number 3. Your first single crochet you will work into this space, so where that chain was. Go ahead and do that. Chain 3, work a single crochet into this next space. Repeat, chain 3. Now we have to skip this space right here, as well as this space and this first space on this side. You will work your next single crochet in here. Chain 3 and work a single crochet into that next space. Chain 3, work a single crochet into that next space, and one more time, chain 3, work your single crochet into this next space. Now we're going to skip this space again, and this space on the other side. Okay, so all of that we're skipping, and we proceed to chain 3 and making our first single crochet over here. Let's chain 3 again, and into this last space we will work our single crochet. Chain 1 and work a half double crochet as well into this last space. Obviously, if you have a different project, you would just repeat this again. Now let's chain 4, turn our work to begin row number 4, and this will be the last row in the pattern. Then we repeat again. Skip this first space and work a single crochet into the second space. Let's chain 1 into this big space. We are going to do a double crochet, 2 chains, another double crochet, and one more chain. Now we do a single crochet into this little space. You know, those were the 3 chains. Let's chain 4. We are going to skip this middle space of this main design. You skip the middle space and you work a single crochet into that space. Now you would repeat this if you were to continue. If you have another one of these main design pieces, I don't know what to call them, flowers, fans. But since we're at the end, so at least for me, so I did that single crochet, and now I'm going to chain 1 again into this space, the double crochet, chain 2, the double crochet again, chain 1. Now I will work a single crochet into this little space. Now chain 2, and into this last little space we will work a half double crochet into that. Now that you're done with row number 4, you would just repeat row number 1. I'm going to show you that 5th row just so that you get back into it, and then you can continue. So this 5th row is the same as row number 1. So let's chain 3, turn your work, and you're working 4 double crochets into this space. Your single crochet will go in here into this middle part, so not into these 2 spaces, but this one right here. And then your 9 double crochets will go into this big space. Let's work your single crochet in here into that middle space. So of those 3, you pick that middle one, then into that last space, or if you were to have this part, then obviously you do 9 again, but for me, because I'm at the end, I only need 5 double crochets. It's coming along just nicely. I'm going to continue going up until I reach the length that I need. If you are using it for a different project, now you continue with row number 6, which is row number 2. It's the same as row number 2, so you go back in the video, you can see what row number 2 was like. So when I'm done with the length, I will show you how I join the 2 ends. Now for those of you that are doing the headband like me, this is what it looks like. I have the length that I need. And now I need to join these 2 sides. I will show you how to do that. Now, you're not going to have the same amount of stitches here, so the chains, as you have stitches here. So you line them up as best as you can, and obviously this is straight and this one isn't, but that's okay. So after my last stitch, wherever I decide to finish, and now I'm going to chain 1, make sure the yarn isn't like in between or anything and that it's not twisted. I'm going to insert my hook on this side first, then I'm going to go across into this space of the chains, and I'm going to single crochet. Now I think this one lines up better with this one here now. So just make sure that you go into each of the, if you finished on the same row as me, then just make sure that you go into each of the stitches on this side and just try to line it up with the spaces that you have on the other side where you started. And that is it for today. You have your pretty headband, or at least now you know a different stitch that you can use for different projects. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please follow me on Instagram at Humblehus and share your projects with me. I'd love to see that. Until next time, this is Humblehus. Bye.